Okay, example 2 from semi-interquartile range then. So we need to calculate Q1, Q2, Q3 and the semi-interquartile range for each of these sets. Now, they've been put into order for us, so that's great. What we'll do here is we'll look at the different placements where you can get your median and your quartiles as well. Okay, so looking at this first one then, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. So if I split my list exactly in half, it's going to be down here, because that gives me 4 numbers each side. To get my middle number then, I want to know the middle number of the 2 numbers either side of this. In this case, it's quite easy to see. Halfway between 6 and 8 must be 7, so Q2 here is 7. If you can't work it out as easily as that, you're just finding the average or the mean of the 2 numbers here, so you add them up and divide them by 2. So 6 plus 8 is 14, divided by 2 gives you your 7. Let's keep splitting it up then. It's Q1, so we've got 4 numbers here. That's going to be my Q1. In between 4 and 5, halfway in between 4 and 5, must be 4.5. And do the same up here, halfway in between 8 and 10, 8.5. My semi-interquartile range then is a half of Q3 take away Q1, and that Q3 take away Q1 is in a bracket. So my semi-interquartile range is a half of 8.5 take away 4.5. 8.5 take away 4.5 is just 4. Half of 4 would be 2. Now, if you look here we had a number that was divisible by 4. When you've got a number that's divisible by 4 and you get no remainders, each of your numbers is going to be in between. And there's 4 different examples here because there's 4 different layouts of where your numbers could go. So we'll show you each of them. Part B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this time it's not divisible by 4. We'd get 2 with 1 remainder, and that 1 remainder, because it's just 1 remainder, is going to be my Q2. Okay, so if we 1, 2, 3, 4, here's my 5th number, that gives me 4 numbers either side, so that's my Q2. That uses up my 1 remainder, and you can see then I can split my Q1 and my Q3 in half this way, and then numbers not on the list. Okay. There used to be a part in the Intermediate 2 exam that you had to know what these kind of remainders were and what the position it is on the list. That doesn't come up so much in National 5, thankfully, because it's not a very pleasant part. I'm just going to change pen colour here to make this clearer. So Q1 here is between 5 and 6, 5.5, 5.5. Q2 is 9, Q3 between 10 and 12, which is 11. Semi-interquartile range. Every year I use these notes to tell myself I need more room. Keep forgetting to put it in. So half of Q3 minus Q1, which is a half of 11 minus 5.5, which is half of 6.5, which is 3.25. Okay, C. This time we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 divided by 4 is 2 with 2 remainder. So your remainders this time are going to be your Q1 and your Q3 because it always needs to be symmetrical. And that splits it up and it's 2 with 2 remainder. So you get 2 in each part of your list. But again, you can just split it up by halves and halves again. So Q1 is 7, Q2, halfway between 10 and 10. Don't let that confuse you, it's just 10. It does confuse some people. And Q3 is 13. Semi-interquartile range is a half of Q3 take Q1. Keep doing that for some reason. So it's a half of, it's because I'm saying Q3, that's what it is. 13 take away 7. 13 take away 7 is 6, half of 6 is 3. Adding on one extra number then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 divided by 4 is 2, remainder 3, so I've got 3 left over. So each of my numbers is going to be a number in the list, and it's still 2 when I divide, so it's going to be 2 in each section. Okay, so my Q1 is 4, Q2 is 7, Q3 is 10. A semi-interquartile range is a half of Q3 take away Q1, which in this case is a half of 10 take away 4. 10 take away 4 is 6, a half of 6 is 3. Okay, let's look where we can use our semi-interquartile range and our quartiles then. Okay, we're going to have a look at a statistical diagram that we can use with these as well, and that is a box plot. So your box plot can show the semi-interquartile range, because on behalf of this part here it's actually better at showing the interquartile range, and it can show your lowest number and your highest number and your lost my train of thought completely, your quartiles. So it shows your Q1, your Q2 and your Q3. And it's called a box plot because your Q1, Q2 and Q3 make up that box. Your whiskers, as they're called, are these bits at the end, which are your highest and lowest number. Okay, we're going to try one. We're going to try drawing one of these box plots for this information that we've got here, which luckily is already in order for us. I hate that when we need to put them actually into order ourselves. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 numbers here. So we're going to split this up, so it's going to be 2 each time, 3 remainder. So there's my split up. So that's going to be 20. No, it's not. That's going to be 20. That's going to be 28. That's going to be 31. My lowest number is 9. My highest number is 35. Okay, let's put this on a number line then. We don't need to start at 0 when we're doing a box plot. And you could be expected to draw this in an exam. I think that would be very unlikely this year, but you never know. So we don't need to start at 0. So our lowest number is 9, so I'm going to start at 8, and I'm going to go up in 2s. See if I can fit this on. Oh, it's not going to let me do this. I don't know how to do this. I can get a dot. Oh, there we go. Do you know what? I'll pause this. Okay, now I get to pretend I'm on Blue Peter. So here's one that I made earlier. So here's my number line now. And I'm going to put some numbers onto it. I don't need to start at the beginning. My lowest number is 9. I'm going to go up in 2, so I'm going to start at 8. Oh, that's not going to work. There's 8. It's still not going to work. Try again. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. Now the only time I've seen a box plot come up in an exam, you are actually given some square paper to do it onto. Okay, so my lowest number then is 9. That's going to go here. That's going to go down to my lower quartile, which is at 20, which is going to start my box. So I'm going to draw the line up like this. My box is going to go up to my highest quartile, which is at 31, which is here. So there's my box. And that's going to go up to my highest number, which is at 35, which is there. I need to mark in another piece of information on here. I need to mark in my Q2. Q2 is 28. So I'm going to put a wee line in here for 28. Now the scale on this diagram isn't too bad. It's quite clear what's what. But if you ever draw one of these and it's not clear, just mark on beside each of the numbers what it is. So that one would be 9, 20, 28, 31 and 35. We then need a title. What's this talking about? It's talking about the temperatures, the midday sun for 11 cities. So this is midday sun. No, that's meant to go up here. Midday temperature. And the bit down the bottom is the, oh no, I don't want that button, that one. Here's the actual temperatures. Oh no, what have I done now? Redo, quick. I'll imagine that line's still there because the chances of me being able to draw that in are pretty slim. So that's temperature. And that is a box plot.